Readership in India is really growing, as you say. Publishers are really, they're coming from all over the world for this growing market. And I do have a lot of optimism, feel a lot of optimism in India. I think people will read more and more. I think, as you know, society changes as more and more people are moving, leaving, communities are weakening. We're finding new ways of communicating. To God predicted this. There's a lovely passage where he says that as the bonds of community grow weaker, as people relate less in terms of religion and books, small little interactions, human interactions, books are going to become more and more important. And I think it's true. We have to find ways to communicate with each other. The people who live next to us are not the same people who would have lived next to our grandparents. We don't have the same people who go back generations. You know, we're sort of moving, changing. We are living next to people who are different religions, different ethnicities, eating different foods. We have to find a new way to relate to each other. I think books will become more and more important.
Did you find, Patrick, as you traveled for your latest book, that in India, really a country with 1.2 billion stories, as it were, do you find that those stories, there's a interview which we did where Gunther Grass says writers have to be where the losers are. Do you find that in regional literature, is there enough telling of stories? Did you find people who were eager to tell their stories and perhaps didn't find anyone to tell it to?
I think probably the writer has to be where the losers and the winners are. You can't tell a complete story if you only look at it from one ideological perspective. And in fact, you know, in a way, the debate over India in the last 15, 20 years tends to be told in that way. You either have to say liberalization was the most wonderful thing because you got 1 billion consumers and embraced that revolution, or to say, well, what about the inequalities? What about the fact that 1/4 of the population are left behind? But to me, it seems vital to try to synthesize the two phenomena. You know, one is people being left behind. The other is hundreds of millions of people moving forward. And it's a lot easier in India to get people to tell their stories than in almost any other country. In Britain, people are kind of more polite, distant, cold, reticent, whichever word you want to use. In China, people are, I found when I was writing about Tibet, they're afraid to speak because of the political consequences. Whereas in India, everybody is talking all the time.